Hey now, hey now, hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and if you're wondering why in the blue fuck did I decide to watch and review Gigli, or Gigli, however the fuck it's pronounced, well, it's a couple of reasons. One is because this movie is notorious. It's infamous for being one of the worst movies of all time. And whenever somebody wants to shit on Jennifer Lopez or specifically Ben Affleck, they reference this movie. This is the go-to movie to shit on and make fun of, especially concerning them. And I try to be fair. There's plenty of movies that I've seen that other people hate, or most people hate, and I'll be like the one person who likes it. It's happened before, so I said, let me be fair and watch this movie just to see if it really is as bad as people say. Also, I'm in the middle of my Kevin Smith reviews, and I got done watching Jersey Girl, which also has Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez playing a couple. So And I thought they were fine there, so I said to myself, let me fucking finally watch Gigli. And man, oh man, did I waste my fucking time watching this piece of shit movie. It was written and directed by Martin Brest, or Brest, wherever you pronounce his fucking name. And the plot. The plot of this movie is Ben Affleck plays Larry Gigli, who's this hitman type fucking guy who gets hired for a job. And the job is to go and kidnap and watch over this character Brian, who's retarded. So it's a lot of frustration going on trying to deal with him. And the guy who hired Ben Affleck thinks that he's incompetent and won't be able to finish this job. So he also hires Jennifer Lopez, who plays Ricky, even though that's not her real name. And Ricky comes in to basically make sure that Ben Affleck gets the job done. And so it's kind of a buddy scenario, the two of them having to work together, but they don't get along, and they're bullshit. Where do I start with the problems and the issues with this movie? First things first, the writing is horrid. Martin Brest, I don't know if you've written anything else or directed anything else. I should have looked up your filmography before this. It's very well possible that there could be some other good stuff there. So I don't want to trash him and say that he's a terrible, worthless piece of shit writer. But if I just saw this, like I did, like if this was the only thing that I saw that he wrote, you should be fired, just completely thrown out of Hollywood forever. Blacklisted from Hollywood. Hell, for all I know, he was blacklisted from Hollywood after this fucking movie, because he's really to blame. I could blame Ben Affleck, I could blame Jennifer Lopez, because it's true, they're terrible in this movie. They are. I wouldn't say that they lack chemistry, because this is the movie that brought them together, that made them start dating. You can tell that they're two attractive people who are attracted to each other. At least that's conveyed in this film, but trying to buy them as these characters, trying to buy Ben Affleck as this hitman type tough guy character, it's laughable. It is. And I'm not saying Ben Affleck can't ever play a tough guy if maybe it was the right movie or a better script, or if the tone was right. The problem here is that he's trying to be that hitman tough guy character while in a goofy movie, while in a movie that doesn't take itself seriously. So I'm not going to be able to take these characters seriously or really buy that this is what's going on. Also, if he really was that great of a hitman, then why does the guy who hires him basically calls him a fucking idiot and calls him out on how horrible he is at this job and that he cares too much about certain things? But then the same fucking guy hires him to do this. Hires him to do this job. Also, he doesn't think he can pull it off, so he hires yet another person to do it with him. Just hire Jennifer Lopez on her own, or hire a whole new fucking person that could do it by themselves. I don't even get the premise or the plot of this movie, or why any of this is even happening. The character that Ben Affleck was hired to watch over is Brian, played by Justin Bartha, and if anyone knows the Hangover movies, he's the guy, the bachelor, that gets lost and then looking for him for the whole movie. Yeah, that guy plays the retard in this movie. And I'm not going to trash him or say he was terrible because he's playing the character he's playing. There's not much more he can do. But this isn't good for his career. This wasn't good for his career. Jennifer Lopez, she's another one that you just can't buy as, I don't know if she's supposed to be a hit girl type person or if she's just supposed to be well connected with the mob, because she just, and I've said this before about her, there's certain movies that she's in that I like, maybe guilty pleasures, but when I really look at her as an actress, especially in this movie, she's not a good actress. She's not. She's not believable really in any role that I've really seen her in. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Now, some of the supporting characters, I cannot believe how they got Christopher Walken to show up for just like one fucking scene. Sure, but he's here. He agreed to show up in this movie. But worse than that, Al Pacino is in this movie once again for one scene. It's almost as if these guys owed favors to the director and said, sure, I'll do fucking one scene. And I'll admit, the one scene that Al Pacino is in, that's kind of when the movie livens up, and that's where like something really good happens. And Pacino is being the scary type of guy that he could be in a mob movie. But by that point, it's way too late. By that point, it's near the end of the movie, and you don't give a fuck really about what's going on. You kind of just want for him to come in and kill everybody that's on screen just to end this movie. This movie is 2 hours long, and I gotta be honest, I was sitting here bored out of my fucking skull, so much to the point to where I just shut the movie off. I mean, there was only like 10 minutes left, but still, it was dragging so fucking long. I figured I got the point. I know what happens in this movie. I don't need to see the last fucking 10 minutes. I shut it off. I figured it might be bad, but I did not expect it to be this fucking bad. It lived up to everything I've ever heard about this, how bad it was, the reputation that just festers and has been lingering on Ben Affleck's career. Even though he's been doing big and great things for the last few years, this movie is like a plague, a black cloud that's been hovering over him, and he can't really shake it. And I see why! Holy fuck, I see why. It has a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I'll never hold them up to be gospel, but this is one of the few times where I agree completely. And the budget for this movie was $75 million. When you watch it, why? Where did the money go? Where does the money go? Is that just how much they got paid? The actors got paid that much? Because there's nothing in this movie. There's no special effects. It's played out realistically like a romantic comedy, but then you have moments of them trying to be like a real gangster movie. What the fuck? Who is this catered towards? Who's the audience for this movie? Clearly nobody, because it only made $7 million in the box office. A complete bomb, and it fucking deserved it. So guys, obviously I'm going to give Gigli or Gigli a big ol' fuck you! What a surprise, right? If you haven't seen this movie, I urge you, I implore you to not do it. It's not worth it, even out of curiosity. It's not fucking worth it. I regret watching this movie now, trying to give it a chance. It was not worth it. If you did see it though, and if you agree with me that it sucks big old balls, then let me know in the comments below. I'll gladly read about it, talk about it. Thanks for watching. Later.